Hi, I'm Bong, the first accredited NLP trainer by the Association for NLP UK in East Malaysia. Now in this short video, I want to share with you 8 lessons that I have learned from climbing Mount Kinabalu, which is the tallest mountain in Southeast Asia. Lesson number 1. In life, many people want to, but not many people are actually willing to. Now what do I mean by that? You see, when I climbed Mount Kinabalu, and even before that, when I told people about my intention to climb, there were many people who actually told me that, yeah, it is their life's goal or one of their bucket lists to be able to climb the mountain. But not many people actually would want to or even dare to climb the mountain because of the difficulty that it involves. And even when we reached Mount Kinabalu, there were also many people who were so excited about climbing up to the summit to see the beautiful sunrise. But when it came time for us to wake up at 1:30 AM, in the freezing cold, in the utter darkness, and having to climb for about 4 to 5 hours, many people just gave up. So that is why in life, it is not just good enough to want something. You have to be willing to go and get it. So remember, one thing is not enough. You must be willing to do it. Lesson number 2. It doesn't matter where you begin in life. What's most important is where you finished. You see, it took me a long time to climb, and the reason for that was because a few years ago I had a knee surgery on my left knee, and as a result, it was very painful for me to climb. But eventually I got there because I told myself that it is not a race. I don't have to prove to nobody about whether I can climb how fast or how slow, because ultimately what I wanted is to experience the beauty of Mount Kinabalu. So you may not start off in a desirable position. You may in fact start off less privileged than other people. But it doesn't matter, because most importantly is we all start off from somewhere. And it is most important that we start off. Because ultimately, it is those who arrive and those who went to the finishing line that truly matters. So it doesn't matter where you are right now. What's most important is what are you going to do to achieve or arrive at your destination. Now lesson number 3. You know, nowadays I see that a lot of people, they are super excited. They are excited to start this, they are excited to start that. But you know, in reality, starting is the easy part. The most difficult part for me on the climb wasn't the beginning, because in the beginning it was so exciting. It was full of adrenaline. I was really looking forward to it. But the hardest part, both going up and coming down, it was the final 10% of the climb. Because in the final 10%, the mind keeps on telling me that, look, okay, you just give up, it's too tiring, your legs are burning, you are short of breath, it is so difficult, just give up, you know. And I think that in life, that is what's going on as well. People, they start, you know, they plan beautiful goals. I want to achieve this, I want to achieve that. But when it comes time for them to nearing the 10% of the finishing line, many people give up because it was either too tough, too tiring, too difficult, too painful. Now, if you can persevere in this last 10% of that journey or that race, you will definitely be successful. Lesson number 4. Use a milestone to motivate you. Now, you see, in these 2 days, I actually climbed close to 24 hours in 2 days. Up and down the mountain, of course. And what got me going, you know, what really pushed me going, it wasn't the thought of like the beautiful sunrise that awaited me. Sorry, it wasn't that. It was knowing that there is a hut waiting for me to sit down, to relax every 1 kilometer or so. And as we go further up, it is actually waiting to see a signboard that said that, you have reached 7 kilometers. That means that you have 1 kilometer to go. Now, I use this milestone to keep myself motivated, knowing that I'm one step closer to my goal. Now, I think that what we can do here is that we need to set up milestones that will guide us in our journey towards what we want to achieve in life. You know, set some small wins that you can look forward to every time. Look forward to it each day. And when you have that small wins, you know, basically it's like this. When you put all the small wins together, ultimately, they will equal the victory that you want in your life. Lesson number 5. You know, people always say that practice makes perfect. Well, that is not true. I disagree with that. And the reason is because what if you practice the wrong thing? Then you will be perfecting the wrong thing, right? See, that was exactly the mistake that I did. Because there were people who tell me that, you know, you have to go hiking, you have to practice all this. But I told them, hey, it's fine. I go to the gym, you know, I do squats, I do workouts, so I'm fit enough. So I thought, well, practice makes perfect. But later I discovered that just because I'm doing exercise, it doesn't mean that it is the right exercise for that climb, for that particular endeavor. So I really regretted not listening to people, you know, not listening to good advice that I should instead go stair climbing and not do the exercises that I did to strengthen my legs. Well, what I learned from this is that, you know, we may be practicing, but are we practicing the right thing? I think that's very, very important. You may be very busy doing your work, you may be very busy preparing yourself, but my question to you is that the right thing that will help you achieve the goal that you want? Lesson number 6. Focus on what you want, not what you don't want. See, on this climb, it is so easy for me to focus on things like I had an injured knee, I feel tired, I can't breathe properly, my back is so heavy, I'm the slowest, it might as well just give up. It is so easy to focus on all these things. And if I had focused on that, I would probably have given up and just waited for my friends at the foothill, you know. So instead, what I did was I focused on what I want. I focused on what I can do. You know, what is it that I can do? I can walk slowly. I can enjoy the scenery. I can ask my mountain guide what are the names of the different vegetation. I can even slow down to take photographs of animals, squirrels, frogs, and this is the one that is like unbelievable. I saw an earthworm that was about this long and this thick. And how did I see it? It was because I walked slowly, of course. So that's why I find that when I focus on what I can do or what I want to do in life and not what I cannot do, it gives me the motivation, it gives me the energy to push forth to achieve the goals that I want. Lesson number 7. Remember to breathe. You know, breathing is so important. Now, there were a few people on our group whereby they wanted to rush up to reach the top of the mountain, that they had shortness of breath, and as a result they suffered from altitude sickness. And the guide was keep on telling us that, you know, don't rush up, you know, always remember to breathe, and there is a reason for that. And I think it is because when you breathe, it is actually you telling yourself to calm down. Because our mind cannot work under stress or under pressure, we have to calm down. So one of the best things that I did on this climb was every time when I feel tired or short of breath, I actually just slow down my breath and then I started to feel calm. And when I begin to feel calm, the motivation comes back again. So if you find yourself in a situation whereby you are stressed out, there is a tight deadline, and you begin to feel very, very tense, I think one of the best things that you can do is just to slow down your breath, take a good deep breath, calm your mind, and then you will be in a better position to continue with your goal. Finally, lesson number 8, the importance of a qualified or good coach. You see, on this mountain, I don't think I would be able to climb up if not for the assistance from my mountain guide, Billy. Now, Billy has been climbing the mountain for 17 years. And when I asked him how often does he climb it, well, basically on average he climbed up twice a week, and he had been doing that for 17 years, like I said. So, you know, he knew about the mountain. He really knows about the mountain, in fact. See, when he told me I should do this, I should do that, well, I trusted in him. And as a result, even though it was painful, even though it took longer than others, I managed to reach the top. I've come across many people who just wanted to, you know, save a bit of cost here and there and do it all themselves. Well, that's fine, you know, that's fine. But there is a reason why coach exists. And that's because the coaches have had the experience before you. And because of that, they have made the mistakes before you. And that is why a good coach can point out to you where the mistakes are and save you from a whole lot of trouble. So there you go. Here are the 8 lessons that I'd like to share with you from my climb of Mount Kinabalu. Now, if you have enjoyed this video, I would really appreciate it if you can leave some comments in the comment section below here, and I will personally reply to you. And I would also appreciate it if you could help me out by liking this page by clicking the button up there, and also sharing it to your friends by clicking the button down there. I would really appreciate that, okay? So, I'm Bong. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye!